Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Judges, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Hanaan Alfarizi from International Program for Law and Sharia, Batch 2022. On today's occasion, I would like to talk about better education for better future. Today, education remains an inaccessible right for millions of children around the world. More than 72 million children of primary education age are not in school, and 759 million adults are illiterate and do not have the awareness necessary to improve both their living conditions and those of their children. For many children who still do not have access to education, it is notable because of persisting inequality and marginalization. In developing and developed countries alike, children do not have access to basic education of inequalities that originate in sex, health, and cultural identity, such as ethnic origin, language, or religion. These children find themselves on the margins of the education system and do not benefit from learning that is vital to their intellectual and social development. Factors linked to poverty, such as unemployment, illness, and illiteracy of parents, multiply the risk of non-schooling and the dropout rate of a child by two. Undeniably, many children from disadvantaged backgrounds are forced to abandon their education due to health problems related to malnutrition or in order to work and provide support for the family. Universal primary education is a major issue and a sizable problem for many states. Many emerging countries do not appropriate the financial resources necessary to create schools, provide schooling materials, nor recruit and train teachers. Funds pledged by the international community are generally not sufficient enough to allow countries to establish an education system for all children. Equally, a lack of financial resources has an effect on the quality of teaching. Teachers do not benefit from basic teacher training in schools, of which there are not enough have oversized classes. This overflow leads to classes where many different educational levels are forced together, which does not allow each individual child to benefit from an education adapted to their needs and abilities. As a result, the dropout rate and education failure remain high. The right to education has been recognized in a number of international and regional legal instruments, such as treaties, and also in soft law, such as Journal of Comments, recommendation, declarations, and frameworks for action. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, or UDHR, adopted it in 1948, states in Article 26, everyone has the right to education. Since then, the right to education has been reaffirmed in various international treaties, including UNESCO Convention Against Discrimination in Education 1960, International Covenant on the Elimination of All Forms of Racial Discrimination 1965, International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights in 1966, and etc. The right to education has also been recognized in ILO conventions and international humanitarian law, as well as in regional treaties. Due to the fact that the right to education has been codified in numerous international legal instruments, the issue of equal education is not a trivial one that should be overlooked. Education is a serious issue that requires additional consideration. As the primary forces shaping the future, we have an obligation to ensure that the children of the world receive their due. With this, I invite us all to approach this matter with greater seriousness. This refers to education in general, not just to children who attend school and learn about algebra independently. However, how a child can become a driving force for a more advanced and more powerful nation. Children are the future's soul. Our success in protecting these lives is a significant contribution for the future of the world. Education is one of the rights we must uphold for them because their success is also ours. So, with better education, the world will be much better. Thank you.